So, hey guys, David here, Digital Outlook, on our coffee chat. Good morning. Wow, I mean, this heat is just crazy. Here it is early in the morning, and it's already starting to cook. It's just insane. Anyhow, guys, I thought our topic today could be on this global food crisis. I don't know if you guys have seen some of these articles, but they're pretty amazing titles. I saw one there where in Australia a head of lettuce was $12. That is absolutely insane. A head of iceberg lettuce was 12 bucks. That's crazy. And in Texas here right now, we're going through this major drought situation. And so a lot of cattle, by the way, is being sent to the meat packers and they're culling it. Now, the crazy thing about this, guys, is that you would expect that the price of beef should significantly drop when you're seeing all of this inventory coming onto the market. But that's not what these meat packers are going to do. No, what these meat packers are going to do is they're going to store a lot of this meat for, many, many months down the road and just sell it, bit by bit. Kind of like De Beers controlling the diamond industry, because we know that diamonds are about as plentiful as anything else on the earth, but the market's controlled, and that obviously helps the price. So that's what these guys are going to do. But something that a lot of folks aren't really thinking about when they think about the culling of all this cattle in Texas is that a year or two down the road, you are going to see the price of beef just go right through the roof because they are killing off all the breeding stock. And they're not going to be able to replenish the size of these herds just as quickly as people think. It's going to take them like 2, 3, maybe even 5 years to do it. And perhaps some of these producers aren't even going to recover. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. And of course, you've got this whole situation in India where they've literally said, look, we're not going to export any of our grains. That's pretty big, guys, when you think about it, because India supplies, I think, is roughly around 20% of world grains. And now they're not going to be exporting any of those because they're afraid that their own country, which I think has close to 1 billion people, are going to be facing major food shortages. And then, of course, we got all these food shortages things. So for me and Judy, one of the things that we've been doing is, just doing food preps, putting away, buying extra cans of this, extra cans of that, getting bag of rices, bag of flour, bag of all this other stuff, and just kind of like propping it up. I mean, food will be available, at least in the West. I'm pretty sure you're going to have food available now, quantities and what, who knows. But we're going to see this massive price spike that is going to make it absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think? What's happening in your neck of the woods, in your world? Put the comments down there. What's going on in your part of the world when it comes to, food and the availability of different types of food, and whether or not you're seeing prices spike like crazy, like a lot of these places are around the world. I'd be interested to hear that. And so another thing that I think is kind of interesting when it comes to this food shortage stuff and all this kind of stuff is that you're seeing a lot of this, the food that you normally could eat, like this junk food crap. There's lots of that. But all the great foods, the healthy foods and stuff like that, well, that's what's being, diminished. And and one of the things that really is mind-boggling is the government, in the United States at least, I know that this has happened, has gone to farmers, various farmers, and said, look, we want you to destroy your crops. We're like, what? Said, yeah, we'll pay you for it. We'll give you a subsidy for doing this, but we want you to do this. And if they say, well, I'm not comfortable doing that, then say, well, I'll tell you what, you don't do it, and we'll take the subsidies that you've already got away from you. Lord, like, you have got to be kidding me. Why in the middle of this significant food crisis would the governments be doing that? Makes absolutely no sense to me. But anyway, guys, that's just something that has been on my mind, and I thought it'd be good to kind of have during this coffee chat. And I'm going to start enjoying these more and more, thinking about all these various topics. And hey, drop in the comments there subjects that you think would be good on the economy, and we'll try and do one a day and things like that. And we'll see you back later today in our regular release videos. So, all right, guys, enjoy your days.